Hello, this is Brady, and this is my review for the KangerTech Evod vape pen. I love this thing. So here we go. Here's the pen itself. It's about 6 inches long, fits in your pocket pretty nicely. Pen itself has a few parts. As you can see, there's this metal ring in the middle here. Connects to two different things. First of all, it connects to the battery. When you're removing the battery, you want to make sure you're holding the metal ring, or else you're going to unscrew the tank, which would cause you to spill your juice. So you got to be careful about that. So hold the ring, unscrew the battery. Got the battery here, tank here. Start with the battery. The battery is just simple. It's about 3 inches long. Button lights up when you press it. This is on, so the button will light up every time I press it. In order to turn it off, you press this 5 times in succession. It'll flash like that. Turns off, as you can see. Press the button. Nothing happens. Press it 5 times again. It'll flash like that. Right back on. Simple as that. Then we've got the tank, which has a few parts in and of itself. We've got the whole construction here, which consists of the mouthpiece, the tank in the middle, and the bottom, which I'll unscrew to show you the inside parts in a second. But from the outside, you can see how much vape juice you have. Might be hard to tell in this lighting, but mine's a little bit less than halfway full. KangerTech Evod. You want to make sure it's upside down when you're unscrewing this. So, in order to unscrew it from the tanks, just like the battery, you get a good grip on it. Unscrew it like that. You want to make sure you keep this upside down so you don't spill your juice. I've had this for about a month and had no problems with it, which I'll explain in a minute. Set this off to the side so I don't spill it. Actually, here, let me show you. The inside stem goes right through out to the mouthpiece, and there's some vape juice in there. Being careful not to spill it right now. Let's set this off. Give me a second. Alright, and then we have the coil. Unscrews just like this. You got the metal ring here, which I've mentioned. This is a whole part in and of itself. Has little holes on the side, so if you end up blowing into the vape, it'll come out those holes. There's one there, one there, one there, spaced out 120 degrees from each other. And you've got the coil. The coil has 2 wicks on each side, or 1 wick sticks out on each end. It's covered in vape juice right now. I don't know if you can tell. Basically, this is what turns the juice into vapor when you hit the button. These are about $1.25 a pop. They do burn out after a while. Depends on how often you vape and the type of juice. You know, if you get a more acidic juice, it'll burn out quicker. That's about it for the coil, though. Screws right back in here. You want to make sure that that goes in nice and tight, or else you'll get leakages, which I'll talk about in a minute. Making sure that's tight. Bring my tank back. Screw goes right in. You also want to make sure this screws in nice and tight, or else you could possibly get leakages. Make sure it's in tight. Wipe off my hands for a second, get a little juice on my hands. You'll get that, but it doesn't stain your clothes or anything, so you can just wipe it off in your pants, doesn't matter. Screws right back into the battery. Simple as that. Alright, next up, the charger. Now, when you buy the kit, which is what I did, it comes with both the pen and the charger. The charger is just a USB charger. You can plug it into a computer, or if you have an adapter, you can plug it into a wall. Just any old cell phone charger or adapter will work. Looks like this. There's a screw right here, which I'll show you. And screw your battery. Screw this in to your charger. Plug it into a power source. Your button will flash roughly 10 times. I think it's 12. Not exactly sure. And this light here will come on as red. And when it's done charging, which takes about a half an hour to charge it from dead to full for me. Could be a little different for each model, I'm not sure. But anyway, when it's done charging, that light will be green. Unscrew. Set your charger off to the side. Screw right back in. I'm going to take a drag here. It gets nice and vapey in here. Set that down. Alright, so I just have a few more things to show you. I've got these 2 bottles of vape juice here. I got them from Vape Dojo, which is a store right down my road. It's about 5 minutes from me. You can also order from their website, which is vapedojo.com, I think. I'll put the link in my description here. I have 2 different sizes here, 10 milliliter and 15 milliliter. They stopped selling 10 milliliter bottles. The smallest size now is 15 milliliters, and it goes up to 50 milliliters, I believe, which is a rather large bottle. But anyway, this 15 milliliter bottle lasted me almost a month. So, but then again, I'm not a heavy vapor or anything, you know, pretty moderate, so it depends on the person. But this is $5, no big deal. The kit, both the pen and the charger, was $15. And like I said, coils, which I'll also show you, a burnt one here, are about $125. I don't know if you could see earlier, but the wick I have in there is clear, or whitish. That's good. That's a good thing. This one here is nearly black. It'll look like this when it's burnt out. And you'll notice it's burnt out because you'll get a burnt flavor from your vape. You don't want this. If it starts to burn, if it starts to taste burnt, change your coil. Oh, another thing actually. I don't know if you can see the number there, but it's a 2.5 ohms coil, which is the resistance. They also offer 1.8 ohms at the place I go to, which is low resistance, which creates a bigger smoke, but the coil does burn out quicker. So the lower your resistance, more smoke, but less time you get with it. This one lasted me about a week. The 1.8 that I've used in the past lasted me like 4 days. Either or work pretty well, honestly. I just go with the 2.5 because it lasts longer. Another thing is, I was actually given this one from a friend who had used it just a little bit, but decided to go get some different coils. Actually, no, he got a different vape and didn't need them anymore. He gave it to me without this washer here because he was trying to save some parts for whatever reason. I don't know why. Anyway, you want to make sure this washer is on there or else you're going to leak 100% of the time if it's not on there. I mean, it comes with it on, so I'd say just don't tamper with it. But if you do take it off for whatever reason, make sure it goes back on before you put it back in your vape. And that about sums it up. I'll put the link for the website in for Vape Dojo in the description. Vape Dojo has 2 stores right now, one in Ellicott City and the other somewhere in Pennsylvania. I'm not exactly sure. Ellicott City, Maryland. And they have a whole variety of flavors. I have frosted kiwi, which I love, and cherry cola, which I love even more. I'm definitely going to go get more of each of these flavors at some point because I'm actually on my last tank right now. Should probably go do that today. Yep, but yeah, that about sums it up. I'll put the link for this site in the description along with some other things. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.